Hope everyone can hear us.
Hopefully it works okay. Hi, I'm Katya. I'm a second-year business student and part of Salon Society, and today I'm working and volunteering down with André here in the quad, and we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah, so the first time going live for this year. Very excited. So my name is André. I'm the student media coordinator. That was terrible. Student media coordinator in the Students' Union. So I work full time to support students, help them run their media platforms, whether it be our magazine, our radio station, or our, what's the other one? TV.
TV. Yeah. Isn't that okay? Yeah, TV.
We hope you guys enjoying our lovely banners behind us. So today we're going to be talking about some of the student groups and events that went on yesterday in the Freshers Fair tent. I hope you guys were there. We might have seen us recording a few videos up on stage, so we've got a few clips from yesterday, but not the day before. So if you only want the day before, sorry, we won't be playing that until a bit later. But yeah,
exciting.
Kick off into the first one.
Let's go for it.
So we're kicking off with the Unlimited Potential Society. Fun fact about this one, I founded this society about 2 years ago now, I think it was, and now it's been taken over and it's in very good hands by Rebecca Torrey. Very excited to see what she puts on this year. Let's see what she has to say.
And action. Alright, so hello everyone, I'm the Student Development Officer of POW Media, I'm Elena, and I'm here with the President of Unlimited Potential Society. So tell us more about you.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, so I'm the President. I'm also like a fine arts student, and yeah, we've got a lot of exciting things planned this year. So we'll do like an art exhibition and a charity awards event, also working with Life Society to collaborate on renovating the community garden and get more students involved in that.
Alright, where did it come the idea of creating this society?
André.
It was André. Hello André.
André founded it. Yeah, and I think just like taking it on from that, just the whole idea of just like making things better and having a community to talk about stuff that's difficult to deal with, but seeing the fact that there are cuts in the NHS and that it's not so easy to access mental health support, that you've got the stigma around it, and it's just making it more socially acceptable and talking about feelings and making it acceptable to say cry in public.
Alright, so you're like really linked to mental health issues, right?
Yeah, and other stuff that affects the mental health issues. So, like if say finance is difficult for a student, then they're going to have to affect their mental health. The main focus is making sure that people's mental health is right, but the main idea of the society is making sure that students keep their unlimited potential, their full potential at university.
And do you have weekly meetings or how do you organize it?
Yeah, we haven't got anything planned so far, timetables. But yeah, so we're going to have plans to have weekly meetings. Yeah.
Nice. So do you do collaborations with other societies?
Yeah, we want to have local societies get involved in the mental health art exhibition that we're holding around March time, and then also March time will be a charity performance event. Societies get involved in that, so we'll be raising money for online.
Nice. And
So again, we want to make the student community garden. We want to make.
I've heard about that one. Maybe I join it. It's such a really good idea.
We want to make it disabled accessible. We want to make the campaign to get better links between the NHS services and the counselling services at university. And we also want to tackle stigma around mental health.
Yeah, that's true. It's a really good point, that one, because there's normally that stigma of mental health, and it's something that we shouldn't be afraid of.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much. Do you want to add something that I didn't ask, or
No, this just sign up.
message to the freshers, or
I guess don't be afraid to express your feelings.
all right? Thank you very much.
The lighting changed.
And we're back. So that was Rebecca with the Unlimited Potential Society.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, she just actually walked past us and had no idea she was live on Facebook. So yeah, she was talking about the allotment she's going to be doing this year with not only the Unlimited Potential Society, but the Hive Society as well. So yeah, the Unlimited Potential Society might be worth talking a bit about it. So I guess the initial purpose of it was to try and help students graduate at university, because it can be quite difficult, especially when it comes to new students coming into a new environment, especially international students leaving home for the first time. That could be really scary. And I always have a lot of respect for those students who can do that, because I have no idea what it's like myself. But you're an international student yourself, aren't you, Katya?
Yeah, I am an international. Yeah, I came away from Dubai because that's where I grew up initially.
Yeah. So what was that like for you, that transition?
I think for me it was a bit different. It was easier because I've already lived abroad and traveled on my own a lot. But I think generally, like a lot of the friends that I have that come on their own, it's really hard. And lots of people do end up dropping out.
Yeah.
Because you go through loneliness, depression, you're doing everything on your own. And wasn't that the intention that you set up a society with?
Yeah,
People that were going
yeah, one of them,
through-
yeah. So general student wellbeing was one of them, but also trying to challenge the university on trying to make the support services make students more aware of the support services. If there's things that we wanted from the university, like we wanted more mental health provisions, so we've done some campaigning stuff around that. And we also managed to get a meeting with all the heads of the student support services and basically brought the students to talk about what their concerns were and what their issues were. And it was a really powerful society. It's great to see so many of the members in that who were usually quite shy and reserved and low self-esteem really come up into their element and take on leadership of societies themselves, running student union elections. So it's been a real success really to see that.
Yeah. And the thing is, even now, I think they're doing like the plant stuff outside.
Yes, the allotment.
Yeah, the allotment. And then they're doing coloring, and but they're also doing lots of campaigning and.
Yeah, that's really exciting stuff. I remember seeing yesterday at their stall they had the potatoes that they harvested out on the table, which is really exciting to see. I think they've got a lot more to take up, and they're looking to get anyone involved in those activities as well. So if you wanted to get involved in that, it's very therapeutic. I'd encourage you to.
Gardening's amazing. I used to do gardening. Did I ever tell you? I used to do gardening as a kid when I was growing up, because I'm half Russian, and I used to go back to my grandparents' house, and every summer we'd be gardening, like planting potatoes, plants, lettuce. And the reason I'm saying that is that it is really therapeutic.
Yeah.
And it comes from a place of, you really connect to whatever it is that you're doing. Like. Yeah, it's a really good place.
All right, let's hear from our next society. Up next we have the Singers and Musicians Society. So Erica actually founded a society, which you hear us say in the
Did
video
she?
a couple of years ago. So we're going to jump straight into that. Enjoy, guys.
Hi, Middlesex University. We are here once more with another society, and with our very special guest, Singers and Musicians Society. Well, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
So with the Singers and Musicians Society, I'm Matt, this is Ben. We're going to be creating a sort of a creative outlet for uni students across MDX this year, running loads of events, giving people as many opportunities as they can to get on stage with their voice, with their instruments, just in the crowd, everyone just enjoying some live music.
Amazing. So, tell us what events you have planned already so far.
Yeah, so we've already got our karaoke night, which will be next Friday at MDX House. We're hoping to get everyone up, everyone having a good time. But we've also got loads of other events for other musicians. So even if you're not too keen on singing, you can come along to one of our. We've got our.
Tell me.
So we've got our open mic night, so come along. We've got one of our band workshops, so that putting you guys in bands, getting you doing those different things, and yeah, those events like that, just getting everyone involved, everyone up.
That sounds really exciting. So if you're into singing, or if you want to learn more about music, or if you want to play an instrument, or something that you want to express yourself musically, you can come and join the society. And final question, or maybe do I have a couple of questions? What do you guys want to achieve this year?
Achieve this year? Well, to just spend on as many successful events as possible. People think of their year back at MDX and think the main events, all from the Singers Musician Society. And hopefully we'd love to collaborate with other societies as well, providing some musical accompaniments to their other events. Yeah.
Sounds really exciting. And what is that one thing that you guys are really looking forward to this year?
MDX has got talent, so we're bringing that back this year. We're really looking forward to getting not only musical people, but just anyone with a talent. We want you to come along, try it out, and we're going to have some fantastic prizes to give out, so that should be a really good event for you to come to.
Amazing, thank you so much. So this society is very special for me because I am the founder of the society, and I'm so happy that it's still continuing on, especially when I've already, passed on and been the vice president, and these guys are here to help me out and to make the society as best as it can be. So thank you so much for this, and I'm really, really, really proud of you guys. Really proud. Thank you.
And we're back.
Yeah.
That was exciting. MDX Got Talent, bringing that back. That's exciting.
Everyone's got to sign up, man. Even if you can dance, sing, play, it's an amazing platform.
Yeah, you do poetry, right?
I do.
You could bring your spoken word poetry.
Haven't thought of that actually.
Here's your opportunity. You can't be telling our audience to go and do it and not do it yourself, so you just signed up. This is a verbal contract. He's going to be doing it this year.
Can't hold me to that. We'll see. But you never know. Maybe you'll join in with me.
Yeah, sure. I can tell us some poetry. I don't know. I won't be a student at the time, actually.
It's okay. I mean,
it's an interesting fact.
You like speaking on stage in a platform. Yeah, you're graduating, isn't it?
Yes, I'll be graduating. I'll be done finish with my masters in the next couple of weeks' time. So yeah, it's almost up for me, but luckily I'll be able to stay working in the student union, so I work 4 days a week. Usually Monday to Thursday. It's Friday today, and I am working. It's because it's freshers period, so I'm going to try and put in a few extra shifts on the Fridays just because of the POW media events going on. But generally I'll be working Monday to Thursday. But yeah, it'll be exciting to see what it's going to be like from the staff perspective. And watching all the students, helping them out, running workshops through POW Media. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing through POW Media as well, if you didn't know already. We're going to be doing weekly workshops, hopefully, teaching you guys how to shoot videos, edit videos, how to write articles, how to use InDesign and Photoshop when it comes to designing magazines and other types of media. And we'll also be teaching you how to present like this, whether it be on radio or live on video as well, and how to do these fancy transitions with the cameras as well. We can teach you all that. It's very simple and free software as well, so you don't have to pay a penny. We've got all the equipment you'll need, so you don't have to own your own equipment to be able to get involved in POW Media.
Because you pay tons of money to learn these kinds of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
People go out of their way, but then here you literally have a platform. You're going to show up. You can do stuff if you've ever wanted to present or talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But going back to musicians as well, society, lots of people wanted to learn instruments. Lots of people can sing, but haven't been given the opportunity to sing.
Yeah.
And here you're given you have two guys, you have a bunch of people that are going to be performing on stage. Anyone that plays an instrument ever wanted to be a part of something. I think lots of people that play guitar want to be a part of a band. Or,
absolutely. Actually, there has been, I know of a few bands that have been formed out of one, the Singers and Musicians Society, but just general people on campus coming together to form a band and done live concerts in and around London, so that's very exciting. So you can really start a lot of new ventures here at Middlesex, at university in general, and I would encourage you guys to take that on. I know if you didn't sign up to lots of different things yesterday, you still can on the Student Union website at mdxsu.com, so please do that, have a look at all the societies in the list, and you also find POW Media there so you can sign up.
And then you just click join group, and then you're in, and it's a checkout, and that's it, and you're in.
Alright, so when we come back at the next video, Katya's going to tell us about her amazing society that she's part of. Alright, before we get into that, we have up next on our list of societies, the Karates. Oh, we've got a sport up next. So yeah, we're also interviewing sports.
Exciting.
So yeah, let's hear from them.
captain of the karate team. So yeah, hello. So basically, tell us, what do you do in karate? Like, yeah, karate.
So in karate, the way how we train it is that we do a lot of kumite, just basically fighting or sparring. We also do a lot of kata work. We also do some traditional stuff as well, like sometimes weaponry, so drugs.
Oh, nice.
What else? Yeah, you also get to learn a little bit about the Japanese history as well, when we teach karate and all that stuff. And yeah.
That's nice. Alright, where do you actually, how is it, train?
We train, so there's two places where we train. So we train in the dance studio, which is below MDX House, so past the sports office. We also train in CG14, which is the padded room, and that's where we do a lot of our sparring sessions. So yeah.
And do you usually do the trainings weekly, or when do you do them?
So we do them on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays,
Alright.
from 7:30 to 9:30.
And do you actually need any kind of like level to be in the team, or?
Oh no, we start, regardless of whether you're a beginner or you have some experience in karate or any other martial art, we start everyone at the same level. So we start you off easy, so we start with the basics, and as you progress, and that's when we start taking off.
Nice. And how is that? Do you normally do, apart from karate, do you do socials as well? So
Yeah.
they can come over.
Yeah, we also do a lot of social, we actually do weekly social events. Like, after training, we usually go for drinks, or if it's someone's birthday, we have a birthday session, we just come and chill. We even sometimes go clubbing.
Alright. Everyone likes to have a drink.
We just love a bit of spirits.
And what skills do you gain with the karate?
Oh, that's a long list. Let me just
Alright.
decide. Wow. Now, but a lot of it is, well, one, you get to learn how to fight, which in today's society, especially in London, is very important, I think. Especially in like one of the top murder capital cities in Europe. And also as well, learning to fight is a very rare skill that you get unless you join the military or police force or whatever. You also get to build yourself a bit of confidence. We have quite a few people who are a bit of an introvert in the beginning, and towards the end of when they start training, they just start doing a bit of wildness, I'll be honest. A little bit weird, yeah.
And in terms of like, how is that? Women and men, do they have the same opportunities, or like?
Oh yeah, you get treated equally. In fact, if anything else.
Is there like a women's team or something like that?
Yeah, so we have a women's and men's team, especially in Ramos. Yeah, for Kata and Kumite as well, we have men and women's team. Yeah.
Alright. And during the year, do you have like competitions with other unis or here in uni, or?
Yeah, we actually have a competition with other universities, but and we sometimes even train with other universities as well. Like we sometimes train with LC. Sorry, what's the university?
The UCL?
Yeah, UCL.
The UCL,
We sometimes train with UCL, Brunel University, and so forth.
Nice. So do you want to say anything else?
If you're a fresher, good luck to you, and congratulations for getting into university.
Yeah.
And join karate so you can fight hella man.
Yeah.
So that was karate. That was interesting. So available to anyone. So if you're interested in sports, learning a new martial art, whether it be for recreational purposes, health, fitness, or for self-defense, a very important thing, especially in London, as he's mentioning. It's more and more important for you to be able to, in general, to be able to defend yourself. Do you play any sports, Katya?
Yeah, I've actually been training Muay Thai recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, in my building, I got a training. I'm gonna do Muay Thai, do some boxing, and it's really nice. And also, you let off a lot of steam. I'll be honest, a lot of steam goes out. And karate is something amazing. Actually, my brother does karate. He did karate and taekwondo for a while. He loved it. Absolutely in love with it. And especially if they're training you, and they go to competitions, and you get trained, and you feel so much better about yourself in so many aspects of life. When you just know you can throw a punch, but you can also be classy about it, which is my version of karate. That's my perspective. I think it's just a really classy way of self-defense.
Yeah. I remember I tried Muay Thai in the past myself.
Yeah?
It felt like a hell of a workout, for sure. I mean, it's a lot more physical than the martial art that I used to do, which was Wing Chun Kung Fu.
You did something for a while. You even went abroad for it, didn't you?
Into where, sorry?
You went abroad for it as well, didn't you?
Yeah, so I went to
training?
train with the, fun
Yeah.
fact, I went to train with the Shaolin monks to do Shaolin Kung Fu. It was like a trip with my
Something,
martial arts group. So it was a completely different martial art for me as not when I was trained in. It was an incredible experience. And man, they push you hard. We were waking up at 5 a.m. every morning to go training and not stopping training except for lunch and short breaks until 9 p.m. at night. And if we came down late, we had to do push-ups first thing in the morning. So it was really intense.
That's André for you, yeah? just so you all know, everyone thought that he's the POW media guy, the coordinator, but there's so much more to him, man.
What's that,
Shaolin.
part-time Shaolin monk? Not really. But yeah, that was an incredible experience. Just one of the things you can do and opportunities that arise when you get involved in sports and activities. So, yeah. Should we go on to our next sport? Or
Let's
next
do that.
society?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about your society.
We didn't talk about mine. We can talk
So,
about mine. Should we talk?
What society are you part of, Katya?
I love my society. I am part of Salem Middlesex. That's a Christian on-campus society.
Nice.
And we meet up every Wednesday. Every Wednesday committed. We praise, worship, so it's definitely like a Holy Spirit presence in every meeting that we have. And this, actually, fun fact, this Wednesday we're having our first event on the 3rd of October.
Make notes, guys. What
we'll
time?
be on 6:30 up until 8, and we're going to be in the college building. Room is to be confirmed, but you can also go on Mdxsu, sign up. But it's going to be in the college building. We'll have it stuck around if you just show up. We're going to have some poetry if you want to present your poetry. We're going to have worship. We're going to have food. We're going to have games. We're going to have some testimonies. It's going to be powerful.
Awesome.
So, come.
Alright, I've got an exciting idea. So, obviously we're in the main college building, we're in the quad. You might recognise it. Doesn't usually have these fancy banners in it, but today it does because we've taken over. But what we're going to try and do, opposite us, we have the core text team. So, after the next video, I'm going to try and get some of them over there to come and talk about what they do. And hopefully we'll be successful in that because they've intrigued me all week and I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. So yeah, let's try and bring them over. Next in our list, we have the...
Isn't Cortex the books though? It's the books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the Indian Society next.
Let's go.
Oops, there,
Where'd
it's
it go?
got a moment. Pushing all the wrong buttons.
Hi, Middlesex University. I'm here today with POW Media and with our very special guest, the Indian Society. Say hello to you. Hello?
Hello!
Hi, so do you want to introduce yourselves?
Right, hi there, I'm Sanjeev. I'm doing the MBA program in here. I'm currently the Vice President of the Indian Society.
Anyone else?
Okay. Hi, I'm Krishika and I'm doing second year BA in Media Studies and I am the event coordinator of the Indian Society.
Anyone else from the committee?
Hi, I'm Arshi Tejwani and I'm the president for Indian Society.
Amazing. So, Indian Society is actually one of the a lot of the cultural societies that we have here at Middlesex. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about your Indian Society?
Right, India, as everybody knows, is a land of diverse cultures. Politically, right now, we've got around 29 states, which means every state has got 4 languages, about 116 languages, and different cultures. So, we came together with the thought that we should probably create a space where people feel this place is home away from home. And since most Indians traveling to Middlesex universities are first-timers, and it's the first time experience for them living all by themselves, and that was the motto behind this society.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. How old is your society?
It's about 6 years old.
6 years old. Whoa. And so, have you already have events planned, or what do you guys have in store for your members?
Right, so until last year we had 4 marquee events. One event marking the Bollywood or Indian cinema. We called it the Bollywood night, where we used to have parties. And then we have the Festival of Lights, Diwali, and then the Festival of Colors, Holi. And then we had small get-togethers and gatherings. This year around, since we have a huge collection or a large crowd gathering, we've decided to expand and we've decided to go big in terms of events. Should we have slots and dates available, we're planning screening of Bollywood classics and classic Indian movies. Since cricket happens to be one of the religions in India, and I know quite a few of us are cricket fans, we've decided to have live streaming of cricket matches sometime soon.
Oh, that's amazing. So, you mentioned Holi Color Festival, right?
Right.
So, because it's very popular worldwide, do you want to tell us a little bit more about that festival and what it's about?
Right, so there are different viewpoints to the festival. Culturally speaking, it traces back to history. it traces back where it traces back to history where it speaks about victory of good over evil, and then people rejoice by playing with colors, and colors are vibrant and they're a sign of positivity. That's when people play with colors during Holi.
Amazing. And one last question. What are you most looking forward to this year?
Right. Our president would be the right person to answer it.
Because there are too many international students this year coming, especially from India. We just want people to come together, feel like this is their house as well, and then share their problems, have a bigger community, a larger community, and get known, get known out there to the student union or to university itself, and just have a good life.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Indian Society. So there you have it, one of the biggest cultural societies here at Middlesex. All right, you want to say goodbye to the camera?
Thank you so much. We are international.
And we're back. Stop listening to the video. It's a bit weird, so we've got a strange setup here. We have to listen to the video.
Yeah, because it doesn't play back for us on the computer, so we have to put it on our phone and listen to it as you're listening to it, so that we're connected to what's happening completely.
It's got like a 7-second delay, so we always missed the last little section in the video.
I'm not texting though, just so you know. That was me being completely committed. So we couldn't get the Cortex guys.
Yeah, because apparently they're leaving in like 5 minutes, so we missed our opportunity.
And then we found out what they're all about, if anything.
Yeah, so they give you access to your books online, so if you go in the library, you go onto the university, I think it's the library platform, so on UniHub, you have access to ebooks, and ebooks are available through Cortex, so that's what they're about for a very brief summary. I don't think you've actually
also, your username and password is usually on your uni email, because I used to have a hard time like logging into that. It's not your normal student ID. It goes into your university email, and you have your username, your password, which is a very complicated password, usually like 7FD83J, capital A.
Don't say your password live
That's
on
not
Facebook.
mine though. But mine is that weird. Like, I have to copy paste it to put it in. I can't, like, I think you can change it though, but I never got to that, even though I'm a second year. But that's a confession that you got
look
out
out
of
for
me.
your emails.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We've got a friend of mine coming over. Hey.
We're live, yeah.
We're live on Facebook. Do you want to join us for? Yeah, join us. Come on.
Anyway.
All right. Good to see you.
Take care. That's a friend of his.
A friend of mine who I used to work in marketing with. So fun fact again, I've got lots of fun facts. So I used to work part-time in marketing at university, first in the student engagement team, then the alumni team. So I was doing that part-time alongside my master's courses. That is one of many job opportunities that are available for you here at Middlesex. So you might see lots of people around the quad building in fancy red shirts. So there's student ambassadors, and they always hire lots of those every year to make sure students are settling in, giving them information, and they'll be looking for those again come January, because there's lots of January start students. So keep an eye out for those. Keep an eye out for MDX Works and the Unitent system.
Can you get into that? Like, for example, if a student as a fresher comes in this year, let's say, can I get into that like halfway through the year, or does it have to be like for January and for September?
So right now, I would imagine they wouldn't accept first-year students right now before January. So I'd imagine they'll start recruiting probably October, November time, because then you know the university a bit more, and you can always step up and try and get a job, because you'll be better informed about the university. But the student union also has some job opportunities coming up as well, both voluntary and paid opportunities. You can learn skills from both of them, so don't only look at the paid ones. There are great opportunities and skill sets you can learn from the voluntary roles.
Like this, for example.
Yeah, like this. So we have lots of voluntary roles with POW Media and leadership positions, which are going to be coming out next week. So if you wanted to lead on the magazine, the TV, the radio, or our events officer, we're going to get a new events officer role. So you might remember that the singers and musicians talked about a talent show a few years ago. POW Media actually done one like that, so we're hoping to collaborate with them this year. We haven't spoken to them about it yet, so this will be the first time they're hearing about it, but hopefully we can collaborate and make it even bigger and better.
They're amazing guys. I met them in the leadership training actually, and I worked with one of them. They're really open, they're really nice guys, and I think they'd love to like work with POW Media as well.
Yeah, I hope so. I had a good chat with them yesterday as well when we were interviewing them, so hopefully they'll be on board, and if not, we'll get a founding member, Erica, to get on it, and she will convince them, I hope. But yeah, so we couldn't get Cortex, but we might be able to pull an ambassador over to talk about some of the information that they've been sharing with the students, maybe some of the frequently asked questions they get. Maybe they can answer those for you, especially freshers who might not be as well informed about the university and the things you have to do when you get started. So we're trying to have one of those over. But for now, should we go on to our next society?
Let's go.
Or it might be a sport, who knows? Let's find out.
What's next?
Next we have
The handball. It is a sport.
Men's and women's handball. Let's hear what they have to say.
Alright, hello everyone, my name is Elena, I'm the Student Development Officer of POW Media, and I'm here with the handball female and male team. So tell us more about you guys.
So basically, we've existed at the university for 5 years, and we compose of made between 15 and 20 students on each team, and we train once a week and play games on weekends.
Nice. Do you guys train the same days, the female and male?
Yes, the women's team trains from 6 to 8, and the men's team trains from 8 to 10 every Thursday.
Is everyone invited? Do you need to get any have any level? Can you just go without knowing anything?
Not really. I mean, we have people who've never picked up a ball before, all with people who've played for a number of years. So it really is for everyone.
So you have like different levels. So you're in the same team, and then
Yeah, like last year I never played handball before, and I'm the captain. It's it really just it's a lot of fun being the big play.
and you have people from every single kind of age, like every kind of age.
Yeah, so I was the youngest last year. We had people of 30s and 40s or whatever, so it's across the board. But we have different nationalities as well, so
Do you compete against other unis or inside the uni? How do you do it?
Yeah, both the men's and the women's teams, we compete not only in London League, we also compete in the national championships against universities throughout England and Scotland.
Nice. And when you do the training sessions, is it outside uni, inside uni?
We train on an external venue, a school about 20 minutes drive away. It's only because the university doesn't have the indoor facility to train handball. So it's a really great ball. It has everything we need to train handball to the best standard around.
How can you join? Do you have some kind of fee to pay? Or?
Yeah, so we have an Instagram account at MDX Handball. We're also on Facebook as well under the same name. Yeah, or you can also come to our stall at the Freshers Fair and just get in touch there.
Alright, and to join the team, do you just have to sign up for the team and then you have to pay, or you don't have to pay your own?
yeah, the first 2 training sessions, so today and next Thursday, they're going to be free. So you just turn up, see if you enjoy it. If you do, this is going to replace the young team, so you keep coming every Thursday and play matches on the weekends. You have to pay £50 membership fee if you want to play the matches, but that covers all sports. So if you've got one sport, you can play handball as well.
And that includes the material that you need and everything?
Yeah, so it includes like hall fees, travel to games, kits, importantly it includes insurance in case you get hurt, because obviously handball is a very physical sport.
Yeah.
So it's great that you get the insurance covered within that membership. And I think the fact that it's so, like the cost is so low, you actually get a lot for it, because a lot of universities, maybe like others in London, they may charge upwards of £100, and they may make you pay that for every sport you do rather than one fee to cover every sport you do.
Yeah, that is really nice. Yeah, and last question. Do you guys do socials as well? Like, do you do buddies?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
We're a very social team. We get the men's and women's teams to socialise together as well. So it's like a one big family. But when we're not training, we're going to cinema, we're going bowling. We do a lot of things together outside of uni just to keep that team so fine.
Oh, that's really nice. All right. So that was the interview. Do you want to give some messages to freshers or to all the students in here?
I think we just give handball a try. You might like it.
All right. Thank you, guys.
And we're back. So we managed to get one student ambassador on our team, and we're going to ask him a few questions about what it is to be a student ambassador. First of all, we're here with Rúben. Rúben, right? That's how you say your name.
Yeah, that's Rúben.
Rúben. So what is a student ambassador? So if I come in as a fresher, what are you?
Right.
A guy in a red shirt, people in red shirts. What is
So
this?
we wear red because, well, you get to see us from far away.
Okay.
Any doubts that you have as a fresher, you'll just come to us. We're here to kind of guide you to the steps of the welcome week and teach you about how to check your timetables, how to check your MDX app. When you need to go somewhere inside campus, we will try to take you there, and just here to make your life way easier for our freshers.
So basically, if I have doubts, let's say about the room or about my timetable, what else can I like? So anything, basically.
Everything, literally everything that has to do with freshers. That's why we're here. Either take you on a campus tour, take you to a specific room of your course, find out the details that have been missing from your timetable or uni hub, find out why you're having issues logging in. We're here for that.
Any emptiness, any doubt that you were having, that you're confused and you're lost and you're alone, and you walk in and it's huge. You find a red shirt and you'll get a chaperone. There we go. No, there you man. Wait, so let's see. How do you become a student ambassador? Do you is it like per semester, or is it like?
So we have something on campus which is called MDX Works,
right?
And they're the ones responsible to get us a few job opportunities, placements, look at your CVs, making sure they're up to standards.
Yeah.
And they're also the ones who you go and talk to in terms of getting these kind of jobs. It's something that you do part-time because you can only do 16 hours a week, but they vary from working with admissions, working with marketing, working with so many different departments, and you get to know so many people, you get to know students, we're all really good friends, and it's a lovely thing to do.
Expands your horizons, doesn't
Definitely.
Wow, is that why you decided to do it?
That was one of the things, yes, definitely was one of the things. I started to do it because while I was studying film, I started to get involved with the course and organizing a few things for the course and the students. And after that, I was kind of invited just to join in. So I actually didn't apply, I was invited to come in.
So that's how you know he's good. That's how you know he's good. He didn't even try, man. He just had to walk and be himself, and that's it, everyone. Wow. But right now we know we're streaming societies, and we're interviewing societies, and you're bringing that up. So are you part of any societies, or were you?
I actually founded a few societies. Like I founded the Portuguese Society, which was a society for us to receive Portuguese people and give a little bit of a taste of what is the Portuguese culture. I founded
You're Portuguese, right?
I'm Portuguese. Yeah, I'm Portuguese.
Okay,
I
that's
told
why.
the Portuguese people. I founded the Game Society, where we do meet a few times a week and we just literally play games.
Is it the one that has like the manga stuff as well, like the Cards Against Humanity? That's
we
different.
have the Manga and Anime Society, which is something on the side.
Yeah.
Still cool. You should still try it if you like
They're
the
dope,
whole
they're
anime
good.
and manga thing. But no, Game Society. I was one of the founders of the Journalism Society like 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I've been here for long, and a few more others that I've been involved throughout the years, like the Filmmaking Society. I founded with another student who's then just went on and continued to study film, and it's been amazing. So it was really good because we were always really supported in terms of finding and founding new societies.
I have a question though with regards to that, like, you know how you say you founded a few, but then you were studying and you were being student ambassador and this and that and that. Didn't you feel scattered at some point? Because you know people sometimes they commit to too many things, or like they want to try everything, but they're too worried about how that's going to impact. Like,
no, not at all. Throughout my university life, I tried to get involved as many things as possible. Like all the societies that I said, I still went to sports. I played rugby, I played volleyball. I'm now the captain of the mixed volleyball team. So getting involved is a really big part of the university, of being at uni, because it's an experience. It's 3 years you're going to spend here, so why not take the most out of them?
Do as much as you can. But really, I was thinking about that too, because like, side note, all the fun stuff aside, you pay a lot of money to study here. Like, think about it, like, you pay a lot, let's be honest.
A little bit.
So if you're paying that much and you're not showing up to lectures and you're just doing the basics, you're not getting the value, like, just plain business strategy, you're not getting the value for what you're paying for. And and you're getting all these free things for free.
Yeah,
People
we
wanna work
like
with you.
media. We can use the equipment outside of the university for our own personal
much.
projects, and the price that I now need to pay as a filmmaker on the
Yeah.
outside is actually a lot.
And if you want to learn these things, like you might, let's say I'm studying business, I can come and study POW TV, I can go play volleyball with him, you know, and then there's gaming, and then there's journalism, which opens up the, to what is it? National Union of Journalists, is it? NUJ?
Oh, yeah, I heard something about that.
Opens up a platform to that. I think you get a card and you can get, like, go interview, like, press conferences or events.
And you get to go. I remember
Wow.
a few girls went to like some premieres of films in Leicester Square, and they
concerts.
were amazing.
You don't
It's
even
amazing.
have to be like on the journalism or a journalist. Anything. You just have to come and show up to society and so much. Yeah. So, André, are we gonna have to? Okay, we can keep talking, I guess.
Let's go on.
Okay.
What more questions do you have?
Oh, I have tons. I can make up tons.
Let's go.
But I'd like to go back then. What about gaming? So, you guys play video games? It's like
We play
PS4.
video games. So there was a few people bringing in a few consoles, and we were playing really retro games like from Nintendo 64. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, which is like a board game that is the base for every single modern game nowadays. So really geeky stuff, but it's really fun. It is really fun. Like when we started that society, we had like maybe 20, 30 people. We had one room. By the middle of the year, for every meeting, we had at least 6 different rooms, like all on the upper floor. And in each room we had like board games, card games, Magic. Even I remember there was people playing Yu-Gi-Oh, which was like from when I was like 10, 12. And it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. At some point, someone would order like pizza, and we would just stay there until security would kick us out of the university.
It's amazing. The thing is, I'm part of like campus fellowship, so I like the worship and everything. But I'm also a huge geek at heart. You know, so that's how
I think we all are.
I think we
Sometimes
all
just
are.
hide.
I think we just hide it.
Yeah, we like
you
to
know?
hide it.
Yeah, people don't show that
No,
they like.
you should embrace your geekiness. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I mean, you binge watch TV shows. Like most people that I know binge watch. So even that's testimony to how lame you are.
I watch too many series.
Yeah.
Too many.
That's not a bad thing. It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked in a few.
You work? Did you?
I've worked in Game of Thrones.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because of like your filming course. And
Yeah,
everything?
film. I started to work with HBO when they were filming in Wales. So I filmed with them in Wales. I filmed with them in Lithuania. So
amazing.
Really cool. Really cool.
So the message is, if you're a student, take as many opportunities as you can, and you'll get everything out of it. That's André, so what's happening? Are we playing next, or are we talking?
Alright, we can jump into the next student group and see what we've got next.
Do it.
We have, we've got our Vice President, Erica. We interviewed her
And this was
yesterday.
me and Rúben for you.
And I've just sent one of the staff members over to try and bring over some more officers to talk about what they do and what they've got planned for the year, so stay tuned for that.
Hello everyone, I'm the Student Development Officer of POW Media. I'm Elena and I'm here with Erica. She's the Vice President of Business and Law.
Yes, that is correct. I'm the Vice President for Business and Law.
Alright, so how have you seen like freshers so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's been packed. Loads of freshers and even non-freshers, so like second, third year postgraduate students that are here just really interested about, you know, what societies are there for them, or even communities or liberation groups, and sports even. And it's been great so far meeting all of them and seeing that there's so much interest around the campaigns that we have. It's been great.
Yeah. Well, we're just like in the middle of freshers, so you still have a lot of events from now on. Because we're like the whole month doing events. Do you have any events that you're especially like connected to, or this next week?
We have in the next coming weeks, part of my campaign is to educate students on Brexit. On the 8th of October, we've got a Brexit workshop, and so that's to answer questions about what is Brexit, why is it happening, and where the students stand politically in terms of that. And then on the 20th of October, myself and a couple of students that relate to the whole, trying to find the final say on the Brexit deal and all that, and the people's vote, we're gonna go on the march, which the march for it like a demo, basically.
Yeah.
And it's on the 20th of October, so if anyone is interested in that, you can come and join me.
Yeah. You're gonna post it like in the website, you know, the events there, and then you're gonna do it in social media as well, so everyone can see it everywhere, right?
Yep. So it's all online on the Middlesex Students Union page. The other thing is the Night of Controversy, which was really popular last year. We've got burlesque come in, we've even got drag queens come in. And we've got a quiz planned for you, and a big, all of these fun stuff is to really raise awareness around sexual harassment and sexual health, because all of the proceeds go to the Terrence Higgins Trust, which is our, the country's number one pioneering research around HIV. So all the proceeds from all the events go straight to charity.
That's nice. Do you have any message for the freshers that are coming this year that maybe a bit scared, even if they're like national students or international? Like, do you have any message for them?
Yeah. So try your best to do as much as you can. Don't just go to your lectures and don't just do your seminars and all the academic stuff, which is obviously important.
Yeah, obviously, don't forget about that either.
Don't miss your classes, all of that. But at the same time, Middlesex University and Student Union brings a lot of opportunities to you when it comes to networking, building skills, so many opportunities for you guys to develop as a person, and I think that that's really important whilst your time in Middlesex, so don't waste that chance. And you can be someone, be a student voice leader, run at elections, be someone, and you'll be surprised of how much that changes your life, that it changed my life, and it can change your life as well.
And you can either you can change lives as well of other students, and you can help them, and you feel so useful. Like last year, I remember being in freshers, and I was like, no one just wandering around and just signing up for everything I could. And I just ended up in two things, but well, I'm still there, and I just remember getting involved in everything and truly changed my life. And now we can help others, and it's so amazing.
So look at you, you're doing
it.
And it's so great.
I'm interviewing a vice president.
Because a lot of the students. Right. So a lot of the students, when they come to university, it's a shame because they only just go to their lectures and all that, which is important, obviously, like I said. But I think that it's a very rewarding experience when you can have a chance to give back, like through campaigns, and through everything that you see here in front of you. It's just so many opportunities. Like I don't even have words to describe it. It's just it's amazing.
Middlesex is amazing, guys.
You have no idea. It's life changing, and I think that it can change your life as well.
Alright, so that was the end.
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Me?
Guys, we have a surprise guest. So, someone just walked by in the quad and we dragged them over really quickly.
It's fake.
I'm so excited. So I'm going to get out of this chair because they're more important than me.
Hey! Hello! Twice.
Yeah, twice.
So we're on Lyrica today, and she literally just popped by as we were doing the interview, and then she walked in, and you know what was her testimony? You know what she said? I had a feeling I should be here.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
It's just instinct. I was like, I should pass by the quad.
I have to be there. I have to show up, and then instantly she gets in the second that we're about to put her on.
I was just like an instant. Like, you can't get enough of me, can you?
We didn't even text. We didn't plan this. And I don't know what to say, but this is gonna happen.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Definitely it's gonna happen. So let's get to it. Let's get cracking.
Let's do it. So I wasn't paying attention to exactly what you were saying because I was talking to you here. You know what I mean?
That is true. We were just having a chit chat. You're right.
Yeah. But you are a VP for the Law and the Society.
Yes.
And
the Business and Law School. Yeah.
Business and Law School. And help me out. So when people come to you, let's say, I'm a business student actually. FYI. Business management, second year.
Oh, you're in second year.
Yeah.
Exciting. So there's like, what I hear is, I've also experienced is that like, there's a big jump from the first year to the second year, isn't it?
I think so. It's because also I did a extended course, so I started in January, and it's a 2.5-year course. But let's say if someone's a business student, how do you impact them? How does that connect? Are you a law or?
I'm actually from a law school.
Okay, yeah.
I did criminology at my time as a university student.
Yeah.
Now I am the union's vice president. And how would I impact them? Well, I guess part of my role is to be the connection between the student and the university.
Right.
So let's say for a business student, I would be the connection between the business student and say like the dean of school, for example.
Right.
There's a lot of like pathways where we can connect students from. Like I will be your vehicle towards the university and its services.
Yeah. Come to Erica, shout out. But criminology, like it's okay if we sidetrack. How'd you get like but you're not done though with criminology though.
I'm done. So I graduated in 2017.
Okay.
Yes, I'm from class 2017. Kind of sounds a bit ancient.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so criminology is part of law school.
Yeah.
So it's same principle applies to the law school as to the business school. We are at the forefront of everything that happens in the university when it comes to student voice and the representation of the student.
Amazing. Yeah. But like right now we're talking to you, and you are freshers or whoever's watching, and you just watched all these interviews with Society. We had the Freshers Fair. If you missed it, that's okay. You can also go on the website, Students Union, which we represent at the moment, and you can just join any group that you like, anything you're interested in. Is there anything you'd like to tell our freshers, even though they've just watched you as well? But something new, maybe you missed yesterday, maybe you haven't told. Someone that hasn't ever seen you, they see Erica, and they're like...
So, like I said before, when in terms like what if they didn't come to freshers, what would I say to them?
Yeah.
Well, I think that the student union will offer you a range of opportunities throughout the whole year, and one thing that I think that you would learn once you start to get really involved with the students union is that it's quite life changing. That's what I said in the interview during Freshers Fair. I think it's quite life changing because
it change your life.
Wow,
that's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. I don't know words to say. Like it gave me like some sort of sense of purpose. If that makes sense.
That's
like before I joined before I started my studies at university, all I ever wanted was to just be a singer and an actress. As cliche as it sounds, like very dreamer-like. But I think that the student union really opens up your mind a little bit, and it really like teaches you a little bit more about the world and how you can contribute to it. Yeah. I mean, in a nutshell, that's
that's big. No, that's a lot that you just said. Like she said a lot. She said purpose. She says being lost. She said, she said it gives you identity. She said it gives you, even if you don't get involved on the scale that she did, just getting involved in society. Even me, like when I joined, let's say Salem, it just gave me lots of purpose. I started seeing things differently, arranging things differently. It's one thing singing in your room.
Yeah.
It's a different thing getting. Let's say you found the musician society.
Yep, that's correct.
It's different, founding events or being with other musicians and collaborating, and it gives you everything. Okay, so if I'm a fresher, you're definitely vouching for me to go sign up for something.
Definitely. Okay. From my experience, joining society is like a big gateway to a lot of possibilities when it comes to meeting your friends, learning from people. Like you'd be so surprised how much you can learn from someone, and you can even meet like that friend for life. Like that's how impactful it can be.
You never know.
Yeah, you never
like right now, I'm learning things from you that I would have never expected to learn.
Yeah.
And you don't even know that I'm learning them.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, it's quite like it's quite rewarding as well. Like how much you can contribute to someone, and how can that someone also contribute back. It's like help me to help you, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
And it's like that thing, the more you give, the more you get. It's kind of like, if let's say you're giving someone a lot, you're always getting back regardless. It's always a two-way stream. If you think someone's just helping you, they're always they're getting something out of it as well. So even if you join something, there's a point to what I'm making. Even if you join something and you give, you're always learning a lot, and as they're teaching you, you know, they're growing and you're growing. So even if you, so the point is, if you come and you know nothing, let's say, you're contributing because you're giving them members, you're giving them someone who's willing to show up every week, you know, and you might be leading that society next year.
Yeah.
Let's say musicians, I don't know why, but let's say, and you want to learn the guitar, but you're not that good, but you're willing to learn and you're willing to put in the extra hours. They'll teach you some chords, go practice them, then you're going to start performing.
Yep.
You know,
That is
it's
correct.
okay, you don't have to be someone to come here, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when I founded the Singers and Musicians, it was more to do with, I'm gonna be very honest, kind of like a personal thing. I wanted to know the musicians network on campus because I think that that connection was non-existent. Yeah, there was a gap between like the musicians and the students, and I thought this is such a diverse university, and there is a music department in the university. There is bound to be really talented and creative musicians around on campus, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to meet them. What I also found out through my society is that actually the importance is it doesn't really matter if you're a music student or a non-music student. You can actually put the two and two together. Non-music and music students coming together, and I think that it would be really rewarding. Both parties can learn so much from each other.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely. And you know, with regards to that as well, like when I came in, let's say, I always had this hunger for spirituality and self-development. So I've done a lot of reading on like political philosophies and this, and I've searched in all the anything you can imagine where someone searches, I've searched there, like different religions and faiths, and you know, and I've always wanted a connection with the Holy Spirit, and I knew the spirit of the world, and then Christianity was something I always admired, but I was never part of a community, if that makes sense. I was someone researching about spirituality, about self-growth, and I knew I had that, and I knew not enough people had that, and then I came here, and I met Raphael, and I met Lesson, and then I started hanging out with them, and now I'm leading the society with them, and it's just, I came in with some of my own knowledge, but they taught me everything that I knew then, which basically, I just wanted to know a community of people that wanted the same thing as me. Community that were searching for spiritual development. I wasn't looking for a religion, I wasn't looking for commitments, I just wanted to meet people that wanted spirituality.
That makes sense, yeah.
And I met people that were committed to it. And they're literally, they just meet up, worship, and they're just spiritual. You can see that they have that relationship with God, that they have a relationship with the Spirit. It's not that they show up and they have to be there. You know, it's like, it's a hunger. And
it definitely is.
Even with music, it's a hunger. You want to meet musicians. And there was actually, in the leadership training day, I think you came, and I went, we were actually sitting, so I was part of Salim, there's a limited potential society, the musician society, and we had to collaborate. And we literally came up with collaborating, you know, the musicians would perform something like a gospel song or something. The Unlimited Potential would host a mental talk, and we talk about it from the perspective of an atheist and a therapist and a spiritual person. And the Vegan Society was like, I'll do the catering, so we're going to have healthy, you know, so you can do a lot.
Yeah, and that a big part of what the student union does is facilitate that, the collaboration between societies and even liberation groups.
Absolutely amazing.
Guys, we have another very special guest. Now you guys got to decide who gets the interview. The lead of MDX Works is here to come and talk about the job opportunities which we were talking to you briefly about earlier.
I'll let her do it.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
We'll catch up. Bye-bye.
Should I get leader of...
Hiya.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm Katya.
Alan, nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you as well. So what I know is that you're the leader of MDX Works.
Leader.
Director. Well, I'm just renouncing the words that André gave me.
Okay, leader.
André came in with the leader.
In today's world, that's an interesting topic. I'll go with leader. It's Friday. Why not?
Leadership is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
I think that's a big topic on its own.
Yes.
And I think that would connect to MDX Works as well. Finding a job would teach you how to...
So, MDX Works is the university's careers and employability service. And Yeah, we're here to support students all the way through the program. You know, from day one, even foundation, all the way through into graduate support for life.
Yeah.
And that can be anything from simple CV reviews, cover letter reviews, through to helping you find placements, internships, finding a graduate job, or whatever job you want to go into. Not everyone necessarily wants to go to a graduate job. But also to helping you develop those skills that you maybe pick up in through placements and work experience. Things that you already bring here, like your culture, your background, your diversity. We want to know what those are so that we can help you better articulate those when you go into the world of work.
So basically, if I'm coming in as a student and I haven't had a job yet, and I'm new in the country, or even if I'm not new, you would help me out with writing my CV, with finding a job. Would it be like a job that's appropriate to me? It's not only MDX jobs, right? It's even out of university jobs.
No, absolutely, yeah. So everything from the start, from developing your CV, helping you develop your LinkedIn profile, helping you develop your social media profile as well in a professional way, and all the way through helping you find placements that may be part of your module or internships or just part-time work experience. Obviously, we've got Unitemps as well, which we manage through MDX Works, which is all the part-time work on campus. But importantly, getting you prepared for when you exit here, you're ready to jump into the role that you want to go into. Now, whether that's in a graduate role, or banking, finance, or media performing arts, or sports, whatever it is, we tailor the support to you. So that's why it's really important that students come and see us at MDX Works, which is in the CGO7. And we've got
CGO7. Record that. Remember that. CGO7, and that's going to be in so the quad, the college building. You walk in the quad, straight entrance, and it's on your left. And just pop in. So when do we pop in? Your working hours are till
10 to 5.
10 to 5.
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday, 10 to 5. If not, you can email them, and that's
MDX Works at mdx.ac.uk. If you want to find out about Unitemps, then that's Unitemps at mdx.ac.uk. But we really want to try and meet you face to face because we have advisors for each of the different schools and faculties, and it's important for us to build up a relationship with students so that we can kind of get to know them and tailor the support. So it's not, we don't just sit there and say, here's your CV, do a couple of corrections, next, here's your CV. It's like much more tailored.
There's a relationship, it's individual, what would suit you, your course. So if, let's say, would you also be helping out with internships, let's say?
So placements, internships, work experience. An example, we've set up an exclusive internship with Ministry of Justice, which is just for Middlesex students. So we piloted that. There's currently 5 students on that at the moment, and actually they're doing a video down there today. That's hopefully going to roll out next year across other civil service areas. It's important to remember that that internship is not just for people who come from banking or finance or economics. It can be from students from all cohorts, because what they're interested in is people, not just your program title. So that's really good. And the whole thing about how that internship was set up is around diversity and social mobility. And it's something, Middlesex is very diverse. And one of the things that the MDX Works and the Employability Service that I've instilled in our team is every student, regardless of background or culture or lived experiences, deserves to have a shot at having a place at the table wherever. So we want to work with students from all areas, because actually there are opportunities out there where you don't think. So there's a lot of students here who probably not think that they had a place at the table at Ministry of Justice or Law Society. So diversity and recognising that and helping students to articulate that, like, this is my culture, this is my background, this is what I've done previously even before I came here, is really important, because actually your degree is not enough. It's just not enough. You have to do additional things, like you guys do here with this. It's great.
You have to have additional work experience. Even on your CV, it doesn't just go, let's say I studied here, I graduated here. You go like, what were my extracurriculars? What was this? Did I volunteer? Did I have work experience?
Absolutely. Those things are gold dust to employers, because it shows that you have an attitude, it shows that you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, and it shows a willingness, and there's some terms that employers constantly come to us with now, and that's things like continuous improvement mindset. Like, I always want to learn something more. Cognitive diversity, which means workplaces like Ministry of Justice, like KPMG, who we work with, like Sony Mobile, like PwC, all of those places are coming to Middlesex now because they recognize that their workforce will benefit from having the kind of diverse students that we have. So it's not all 45-year-old white middle class. They want people from all different backgrounds because that makes their work better.
Makes it more rich, makes it more fruitful, diverse.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Design thinking, continuous improvement, scrappiness and grit. That's another classic one that we get.
What is it?
Scrappiness and grit.
How's that? I don't know that term.
So do you have the ability to kind of stand up and say, I'm just going to have a crack at that. I'm going to just like a shot and do
Wow.
it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So basically, come as you are. Literally, like.
Yep.
But not just come as you are and don't show up and don't commit. Come as you are, but be willing to learn and commit and do the job and get it done. And then the world is limitless, right?
Absolutely.
Basically.
The world is limitless.
It is limitless,
You know, one of the exciting things is we don't know what the jobs are going to be in 5 years' time. So don't get so bogged down in that. Actually develop yourself as a person, because people skills and what you bring as a person and individual is incredibly important for employers.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it actually recently. I was taking a theater class, and that's going back to employers.
Yep.
And my director was saying, he was like, I don't care if someone's an amazing actor. So we had a few really good actors.
Yep.
He was like, I'd rather, if I'm going to do a movie, because he was shooting movies on the side, like film projects, because he studied at RADA and these kinds of things. And he was like, I want people that are just going to show up for every training 10 minutes early, and they're just going to do the work that I tell them to do. I'd rather have someone who's consistent, but always like delivering, rather than someone who has a degree from, let's say, Lambda or whatever, but is arrogant.
Yeah, arrogant is an interesting one. But flexible, being adaptable. We did a careers fair here earlier this year. We had a key speaker from KPMG, who again take people from all different disciplines. And the thing that he said was, be the person that if someone asks you to do something by Friday, do it by Thursday.
Yes.
Because that's how you will move up. And always be looking at the sliding door thing. So always be willing to look at different options. There's not one career path for everyone. You will change your job, you will change careers, something will happen that will take you there. That's fine. That's all good. Just make sure that you think about those choices and then jump into it. So don't think that you're limited by your program title. The fact that you have a degree, you've taken that step. Remember, for a lot of our students here, they are the first in the family for university.
Many.
And that's a big decision and choice they've already made.
Yeah.
And so we should be emphasizing the fact that that's a confident decision. They may have left their peers, their friendship group. They may be the first in their friendship group to have gone to university, first in the family. That's a tough choice, but you should be rewarding that choice. You should feel confident about that. But let's not stop there. Let's see what else you can do here, because everything is open if you apply yourself.
It's crazy because I feel like you're speaking to me as you're speaking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, because like even let's say in my family, I'm one of the first to go to Europe to study, and even within my friends, a lot of them they stayed in the same country because I grew up in Dubai, and no one wanted to travel abroad.
Right.
So for me to do that was a big I had to go through a lot of internal.
Yeah.
But the point is that I got here. But since I did this, since you came out, you might as well come out. You might as well get a job.
Yeah.
You might as well go to MDX Works.
Yeah.
You might as well, go to your professor and be like, Professor, lecture start next week. What do I need to do? Because then you're gonna stand out. And then Professor, when they see that you're working as an employer, they see that you're showing up.
Yep.
They're gonna be, more open to conversations and helping you with something.
Yeah, while you're here, make the most of it. And people are here to help, genuinely here to help. And as I say, the service is not, as with other services, it's not just about you're just a number, ticket number 33, CV, change your spelling. Next, that doesn't happen anymore. It's much more about we want to know what makes you tick, because if we can find out what that is, if we can find out how you see where you'd like to be in 5 years, then that helps us help you, and it's much more tailored. And the fact that you've travelled over here on your own, that's a conversation piece that you can have with an employer at a networking event or an interview, and already that's impressive.
That's blessed, man. That's blessed.
You made a choice.
It's blessed. So if anyone's looking for a job, because many people come, they need money, you need a job, you need even volunteering programs, because you get a CV up. Even if you volunteer without getting paid, later you get a higher job because of the volunteer experiences that you had. So everything works in your favor. Every job, every volunteer, everything that you do. So go for it. MDX Works, College Building, CG07. If not, email them, find them on. There's Unitemps part-time jobs in university. If not, MDX Works.
And we've got some great initiatives coming out soon as well. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Yes, no, go for it.
In the next couple of months, we'll be launching something called MDX Accelerator, which we're going to manage under MDX Works, which is basically all the student startup support. So if you're a student anywhere that wants to do a startup, there'll be a place where you can register, and then we'll have a program of support to help you develop that idea. We're bringing in external mentors and sponsorship and some award money for setting up a business. We're also going to be starting up a mentor platform. So basically a platform where students can access really great alumni and external people to get advice and guidance and mentorship. And then some project-based initiatives with outside businesses. So there's lots of exciting things. And Unitemps will also be going into phase 2. So at the moment we manage all of the roles here, but we'll be going to phase 2 where we get working with local businesses outside. So there'll be more jobs for students as well.
It's exciting.
And more money.
It's exciting. That's super
It's all
exciting.
So good.
Super
But
exciting.
you need to come and see us.
Yeah, you need to come and see them. So I don't know what's happening with André disappeared. I don't know. Because this is my first interview volunteering here.
Wow, you're doing really well.
I'm doing okay,
Very
yeah?
well,
Not bad.
Excellent. Really good. I thought you were a professional.
Amen. Oh, God bless.
Get that one on your LinkedIn.
Yeah, I can get that. I volunteered and I interviewed the leader, the director.
I am the leader.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Because you're training leaders into society. But I have an issue because I don't know how to twist it to go back.
Alright, ready for the next society video?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, good to see you.
It's
That was really good.
So, yeah. And Andre's back.
Alright guys, we're going to play another video from
What are we playing
our
next?
societies and sports. Next we have the debating society. One of the best societies in Mdxsu. I'll say they've won lots of awards in the past few years. We'll see what they have to say.
Hi, I'm Media, and I'm here with the Vice President of the Debate Society. So, present yourself.
Well, I'm Tim, Vice President of the Debate Society, as I said. I'm here to represent the Debate Society and hopefully entice freshers to come join our society.
Wait, so what do you offer in the Debate Society? Do you do some kind of meetings every week, or?
We meet every week to have a debate or two, about any great variation of debates. So it could be about cats, bird and dogs, or something light-hearted. Or it could be something more heavy, like whether we should revoke the Nobel Prize or the Prime Minister above. So it could be about anything.
So you basically debate about everything. That's what.
Yeah. So if we have any interest, if it's just anything like politics, or whether it's anything in law, or it could be just something like cooking, it could be anything.
Alright. So, do you have any kind of levels, or can you start without debating? Like you never did it in your life, you can join the society?
Yeah. Anyone can join. If you have no experience, that's fine. We'll lead you through it. We have loads of new people signing up, so there's plenty of new people for you to debate against. Also, we have experienced people as well. So if you're experienced, then hopefully you'll find some good competitors for you to debate against.
And where and when do you meet?
Oh well, I can't tell you where yet because we haven't got a timetable. So we are looking to meet every Tuesday at around 6-7 p.m. until late.
Alright, nice.
Society will help you with your public speaking, as well as making your thoughts very concise. So it helps you write those essays as well. So, you know, it's definitely a good skill to pick up.
And in the debating society, do you actually do something outside, like socials or the meetings?
After every meeting, we have a social. We go down to the pub. We have some banter, you know. So, you know, it's just like every debate society if you've ever been to one.
I've heard that some debating societies have competitions between themselves. Do you compete with other universities or between you?
Yeah, we go to competitions as well. So even if you're new, there are numbers competitions for you. If you're English second language, there's competitions for you as well. So don't feel like put down by any, like, you know, going to these competitions. There's some daunting thing. You know, everyone's quite laid back, all of them. The community is quite nice. So yeah, and also last year we won our first Open as well, where we had people from different universities come here to debate, which was very interesting. We had a guy fly over from Israel to come compete. So, yeah.
And do you do collaborations with other societies, like Women's Society or Disability? Do you do collaborations?
We've done loads of collabs with different societies. A few years, 2 years back, we did a collaboration with LGBT Society. Last year, we done a collaboration with Anime and Manga Society. So yeah, we are looking to do lots of collaborations with any societies out there who want to do one. And you know, we've done them in the past. So they're definitely interesting topics which people debate about again.
Really nice. So would you like to say anything else that I forgot to ask?
You know, just if you ever feel like you have an argumentative spirit, or if you ever feel like you'd be good at debating, then come on and join us. Right? Just do it first.
Nice. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Surprise, guys! We have with us Vice President for Art Design, Media and Performing Arts, Lucy Holland. That was the crowd if you didn't get it. So thanks for joining us, Lucy. So what have you been up to today?
So I've just been in the office today, a bit boring, not really done much, but thought I'd come down here and see what's going on.
Just plowing through those emails that you've been leaving behind because of all the social activities that have been going on, I would imagine.
Definitely, there's quite a few, so.
So what's been your best event of Freshers so far?
So, I definitely like the Big Summer Blowout, it was on Tuesday, but I loved hosting the pub quiz yesterday. And then I also went to the social with snow sports. It was at the pub as well. And then we all went down to the Wings and Vines party.
Nice.
So that's pretty good. We played a bit of that meme twister. So hard, I fell over it. What else? Yeah, and
I was
there was
wondering
like a
about that
gift
party. What were people dressed like in memes and vines? Because it puzzled me because, like, surely anything could be a meme or a vine.
I think it was more like people like, I don't know. I think someone is like the boyfriend one. You know, it was like the boyfriend and then the girlfriend and then another girl and he's like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think someone is that. I might be wrong, but
You must have to ask the question every time, like, what are you supposed to be?
so who are you?
I guess that's a great way to start a conversation, especially for those people who haven't met each other. So
Yeah,
it's a good icebreaker, I guess.
There was a gift booth as well, so you could be like your own meme in a gift.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty fun. I didn't quite grasp the whole like counting down thing, so I was like sort of halfway through a move before like wasn't really there. So didn't quite make the meme. I tried to do the Thug Life one and it completely failed, so that's not a thing.
Right. So before you were an officer, you must have attended lots of events yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your, I guess, introduction to the student union? How did you get involved?
So what, when I started going to events?
Yeah, was it through events? Was it through student groups? How did you get involved in the student union yourself?
Definitely events.
Yeah.
So through all the events, how I got involved, and then second year was student voice leader. So I got more involved that way. Still kept on going to the events, and then third year decided to make the most of everything. I became part of Team MDXSU, which is a part-time role, and then went to all the events, signed up to a bunch of societies. I got involved with volleyball for like 3 months. Went to all the socials, and then started going to like snow sports socials, so meet a few people from there. Went to sports parties. But yeah, basically events.
So very much of a social entrance to the students' union. But on your manifesto this year, and one of the things you're trying to achieve is actually quite serious, which is your mental health campaign. So can you tell us a bit more about that and what you plan to do?
So my mental health campaign is called We Need to Talk. Each month it's going to be focused on a different area of mental health. The two that we've got focused at the minute is October's going to be student focused, and then November's going to be men's mental health focused. basically this is just to raise awareness of mental health, help to educate people on the matter, and hopefully challenge and reduce the stigma of mental health on campus. It's going to be, I don't want it to be all like really hard hitting stuff all the time. Obviously we need people to take this seriously, but we want it to get in a way that makes them want to get involved, and it doesn't make them think like they're going to come and be like, oh my gosh, but you need to shock people in order to like
spread that awareness.
But I don't want it to be too shocking that it's like hard to hear.
So one of the things I loved about your approach to the campaign was your first introduction to it when you brought it to students. So it was at the Student Leaders Residential and also at Captain's Weekend as well when you went to go and speak to sports. You done this emotional eggs activity. Tell us a bit about how that works and what that was about.
So basically I had a bunch of emotional eggs and each egg had a little face on it, and everyone had to take an egg, and then they were given a bunch of materials, and you had to create something that if you dropped the egg from a height, it wouldn't break. So it could be like a little makeshift parachute, a cushion, whatever. But it had to be attached to the egg, and it had to make sure the egg wouldn't break. So we did this at sports first, and then we did it at the Student Leaders Residential. I think we had a few cracks here and there, but basically the whole point of that was to show that if you give someone the right support, they're not going to crack. Just like the eggs, if you give them the right cushioning and everything, when you drop them, they're not going to crack. And if you don't, obviously, they're not going to crack.
I really like that approach. I'm looking so forward to what you guys have to produce this year. You and the rest of the officers, I, Ramos, and Erica as well. So thank you very much for joining us today, Lucy. And we're going to hear from our next student group, or it could be a sport. Let's find out. So next on our list we have the Czech and Slovak Society. Let's hear what those guys have to say.
My name's André, I'm the student media coordinator for POW Media and the MDX Union. Today we have with us the Czech and Slovak Society. Thanks for joining us, guys. So what's the Czech and Slovak Society all about? What do you guys do?
We are here to connect Czech and Slovak people mainly, but we are very happy to promote our culture along other international students as well, whoever is interested in Czech Republic or Slovakia, or just like drinking beer, because that's what we are famous for. And we are a bunch of fun, so we are happy for anyone from other countries to join us as well. But the main thing is to like create a friendly community for other Czechs and Slovaks. So we have like a little piece of home along in this like crazy diverse university where you meet everyone. Sometimes you just want to speak Czech or Slovak and enjoy your people with same values and culture.
So what are your positions within the society?
I am the PR, this is our president. And we have another event manager as well, but she's not available now. And yeah, we are just trying to do some events this year. Like on a Friday, it's actually our very first event anniversary. We are a very young society, only 1 year old. And we are going to celebrate that in the tunnel ring next to university. And through the year we are going to throw different events for whatever is interesting for our members. So we are probably going to throw a movie night, we're going to check movies, we'll try to find English subtitles for everyone, so everyone can watch it. We're going to throw a pop quiz, we could throw some parties, maybe with another society, some friends, we could like throw some party together. And maybe in May there's going to be an ice hockey tournament. Actually the UK is there as well this year, which is very surprising, but we would very happily watch them together. And yeah, just meet up, have fun, just gather together.
Right, so Czech and Slovak, what's the iconic things about those countries?
About Czechs and Slovaks, what's the iconic thing? We are fun. We know how to party.
Yeah. We love beer.
Yes. Nobody can out-drink us. Maybe Irish could try.
Yeah, they could try.
Maybe Portuguese could try as well, but we'll see.
But there's no IF society this year, so you haven't got anyone to compete with.
Yeah, maybe we could do a drinking competition with the Portuguese. Yeah, we are just fun. We are really welcoming and warm, friendly as well.
And we have lovely food as well.
But that's for everyone thinks their food is good.
It's all for the food alone.
Yeah. And yeah, I think it's iconic.
Alright, thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, we're back. Sorry for the pause. Alright, so that was our Czech and Slovak society.
Yes.
So next up we have ACS society, and that will be the last video from the student groups that we shot yesterday. The lovely Katya is back with us. We're done with our interviews of people around us today.
Yeah.
We've had student union officers, we've had ambassadors, we've had the MDX Works team. What were you guys talking about? You're talking for ages.
MDX Works.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked a lot actually. The thing is, we ended up going into like, because you know, I like asking people about just like self-development, and I was asking him about that, and we were talking about like what stands out at a CV that someone, you know, as a freshman should come and volunteer, take up the opportunities you're paying, might as well get a job, might as well go volunteer. Basically come in, go to them, everything they help with. And they're starting up this thing called MDX. Starts with a C. But the point is, it's opportunities for startups.
Okay.
And they're going to help startups do kind
Is
of...
it Excel?
I don't know, or something with this.
I think it might be Excel. I remember having a conversation about some of that.
But it's really amazing, basically, for startups and anything. And they're going to do this mentoring program. Basically, they're going to get like alumni and stuff from courses to connect with people and, you know, just expanding horizons. And it's telling you everything they're working on. And it's fascinating.
Yeah, sounds exciting. So if you did miss that, don't worry, we're going to put this video up after, and we're going to cut it into segments as well, so you're not just getting the whole live stream, because I know this has been well over an hour. So we're going to distribute that information, and once we have our website refurbished, it's getting redone at the moment, there'll be categories so you can search for specific things that you want to look for. We're ready to go into our ACS society, and then we'll close up the live stream. Cool. So ACS, our final society for the live show. That is me again.
Happened? The thing is, we talked long because you never ended up cutting us out.
Alright, yeah. Okay, so hello everyone, my name is Selena. I'm the Students Development Officer of POW Media, and I'm here with the President of the ACS and a member of ACS. So guys, tell us about the society.
So obviously, last year was the Society of the Year. We done like many great events. We done external and internal. We don't just do parties, but we do like internal events like movie nights, games nights, shows nights. A couple like basically like not loads of like events. She's part of a promotion team, and this is like Ramos run events.
Can everyone join your society?
Everyone can. It's open to everyone. It's not just like for the African candidates. I know it's the name, but it's just the name, just like bring more up. We said in our description. Check our website, it says it there, it covers everything.
Yeah. Do you have weekly meetings, or how do you do that weekly meeting?
Once a month we have a meeting with the team, and then every 3 weeks, every 3 or 2 weeks, we try and have like a meeting. We do like social debates, movie nights, just do that loads of it. But we keep it going every single week. There's something every single week.
That's nice. Can they follow you on social media, or?
Insta, Twitter, Facebook, MDX ACS. That's our social media.
That's cool. And how is it? Are you going to do some collaborations this year? Do you have any?
So we got a collab with Student Union, Mix and Blend. That's on the 11th. Just need to put in the DJs. That'll be long. And after that, that's it. Yeah. But we're doing that fashion show. We've got a collab with them. We've got many other societies that want to do a collab with Black History and Mental Health, which was our best one. Mental Health was the one that we collabed with, and we came with the Society of the Year.
Very nice. And like, what big events do you have for this year apart from the Mix and Blend?
I can't tell no one events yet. So you're gonna have to come to our meet and greet. We've got a meet and greet on the 3rd on Wednesday, CG 77. So you're gonna have to come to that meeting. If I tell you now, no one's gonna come. So you need to come to the meeting to know the whole year's event. If you miss the meeting, that's it. You'll come back.
Alright. So yeah, do you want to say anything else that I forgot? Just a message to the freshers.
Come to the meet and greet. That's fine.
Alright, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
And we are back. So Katya's just told me about very funny episodes about not knowing how to change the video earlier to the cutaways. So sorry I left you stranded on your own.
Yeah. So I said people here heard my testimonies. I don't know how to switch that, but you know, I'm being honest. So like,
probably should have taught you that today. I can take you through the system after. So one of the things we absolutely want to do as much as possible through POW Media this year is teach you guys how to do things like this stream we're doing today. We're going to be doing weekly workshops and different activities for each of our platforms. So if you're involved in magazine, we'll be teaching you how to use Photoshop and InDesign to design the magazine, how to write articles. We'll teach you with film and TV side of things, how to film and edit videos, how to do these fancy live streams. We're also going to be live streaming our big events, which we plan on doing for the year. So one of the roles that are coming up, which we're releasing next week, is an events officer. So they'll be responsible for doing shows like MDX Got Talent or game shows like Family Fortunes, which we've done previously. And with our radio station, we'll also be teaching you how to DJ, run radio shows. You can have weekly time slots or bi-monthly time slots. We're going to try and make it as flexible as possible this year, so any of you guys can get involved and you don't feel tied down to commitments of having to do it every week.
That'd be amazing. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't show up. Like, I don't see a reason not to. Like,
learn skills for free. Build your CV.
I can't, like, if you were going to put bullet points of why not to show up, like,
it would be a very small list.
It would take a few brainstorming, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. The same for the Sailing Society as well. I don't see why you wouldn't sign up to that society.
Yeah, I would have to brainstorm about why I wouldn't want to show up. Like,
well, let's talk about why you should show up, because that's a long list. So when's the next event and why should people go to that event?
Our next event is on Wednesday. This Wednesday, 3rd of October, we're going to be in the college building. We have a room, we haven't decided on the room, but we're going to have posts of how to show up. All you have to do is come to the quad. It's going to be on Wednesday. Why should you show up? That was what you asked, yeah?
Yeah, why should I show up?
I mean, why not? Like,
great answer.
Like, I can't, like, because basically, so you don't have to be a Christian to show up. It is a Christian society, so that's going to, be said. But you don't have to be a Christian to show up, because it's basically anyone has any questions about faith. Okay, let's go back to being human. If you're a human being at all, you qualify, because if you're a human being, it means you have an experience. Either you're questioning science, either you're like, this doesn't exist because it didn't show up for me, because God didn't show up, or because you've had a bad experience or a good experience. So you've had some encounter with spirituality, and one either rejecting it or accepting it. You have to have had that, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. And then if you show up with us, you just get the full thing, because what we talk about is a relationship with God, a relationship with the Spirit, a relationship, and that impacts everything that you do. That whole intuition talk, it impacts every single aspect of your life, just falls into place.
I always find that, I'm not religious myself, but I've attended a few Christian Society events in the past. I always find them very uplifting. The message is always about personal development and growth within yourself. So if you're into that kind of thing, please do attend that event. For POW Media, we have our intro session event, the official first introductory session to POW Media on Monday. I believe it's between 1 and 2 or 12 and 1. You have to check the welcome guide. I'm not exactly sure on the time, but make sure you come to that. We'll be talking all things POW Media and how you can get involved straight away. So I think that closes up, unless there's anything you want to add.
Also, I'll add about the society thing, because I mentioned the whole topic, but also, specifically this Wednesday, we're going to have games, we're going to have food, so free food, games, intro, we're going to have poems, so slam poems, we're going to have that. We also have dance, if anyone wants to come up with a dance and just dance something. So we have all these kinds of things that we have. If you just want to come chill on Wednesday, just hear some poems, hear some testimonies, have some food, come. That's it. So.
That's a good sales pitch. I'll be there. Katya will be there. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, guys.
We'll be right back.